Hey guys! So, firstly, I hope you enjoyed the 25 fun facts video that I did about myself. It was done in a lighter mood and in the hope that you guys get to know a little more about me, so hope that goal was achieved. In this video, I'm going to talk about this year's novel in a little more depth, give you guys an insight into what the story is about and the characters, and also discuss very briefly how day 4 went for me and let you guys know what I've got planned for today as I haven't started writing yet. So before I say anything about this year's novel, the first thing you should know that it is a prequel to my novel from 2011 that I did for Nano, which happens to be published. A Midnight Reverie, which was Nano 2011's novel, was, or is technically, a young adult romance story of a coming of age kind of theme, and the prequel follows the protagonist from this story's mother. And it has similar themes: family, romance, friendship, but is completely different in the sense that it provides you an insight into why A Midnight Reverie came to be what it is. As the mother of Lillian Jones, the protagonist in A Midnight Reverie, is an essential character, and if you guys read this book, you'll find out that we never really discover much about her past, the mother's past, but there's a reason behind that, and that will be known in the prequel. Her Eternal Summer follows the story of Clarence Burrell, a very high-class, prestigious 16-year-old girl who was born into royalty, pretty much. She's part of a very rich family, but she's born feeling detached from her parents, who she feels treats her more like a liability than an asset. And she grows up without many friends, and as she's been homeschooled, she wouldn't be allowed to socialize much with people except ones that are her more kind, and by more kind, I totally jumbled up the words there. What I meant is that she'd grow up and she wouldn't be allowed to socialize with people unless they were more her kind, and by that I mean rich, belonging to very rich families, and high up in the social ladder. The story follows her adventure one summer, the summer before she starts 12th grade, and where she promises herself that she's gonna have a summer romance and completely release her inhibitions and pretty much discover the youth side of life that she feels she's been missing out on because of the way she was raised. But unfortunately, that does not how it turns out. See, she finds out a lot of secrets about her family that she thought was picture perfect on the outside, and she grows to know more about her dad, who is this very detached, cold man, and he would never even treat her properly while she was growing up. But she finds out about his past and why she's been raised like this, and while at the same time falling in love with Lucian Jones, who is the male protagonist. And he is this extremely lovable, charming, amazing character. He's an orphan. He doesn't know about his past. There is actually a story behind how he finds out his parents' lineage and everything. Like, he finds out about his family, but it isn't examined in this book. There might be a spin-off story about that eventually. But that's going off board. So yeah, there's Lucian Jones, who is the male protagonist who everyone will fall in love with when they read it. There's Clarence Burrell, and I know Clarence is like a male name, but I nicknamed her Clara in this story, and I wrote the first book without knowing that. So that name kind of stuck, but I love it. And she is the 16-year-old spoiled but emotionally scarred character in the story, and you see her kind of grow from this innocent, not knowing anything about her family, kind of a little bird in a cage, into a butterfly who discovers more about her family, discovers more about being in love, loving her family. And there's also Diana and Joseph Richards, who are also in the first book, but you see their teenage versions, and really it's just a story of friendship, family, and love. Very simply put, that's what it's about. The essential conflict is basically kind of a Romeo and Juliet kind of love plot, where she's not allowed to see or date or be in love with a low-class orphan, because she's this very high-up young lady and she's fallen in love with an orphan. it changes her life. After she meets Lucien, it changes her life, not just because she falls in love with him and gives her heart to him and everything, but because she ends up discovering a lot about her family, which she would never have known before. So the story, even though it is a full throttle romance, has a lot of side plots. So it's really fun to write so far, and I might do a little bit of a reading in another vlog of a little bit of a Midnight Reverie and then a little bit of Her Eternal Summer that I'm writing this year, so you guys can see a little bit of a link. That was like 4 little bit ofs. And now to discuss how day 4 went for me. Day 4 was perfect. I spent it outside in a library, writing in this little laptop corner that they have, and I completely tuned out the world and wrote for like 1 hour and a half and got to 9,000k, and then I came home and rewrote the remaining 1k, and right now I'm at 10,000 words. Woohoo! So that's going per plan. Today I plan to get to 13k. It is 3:30 right now, but by the time these videos upload, because internet slow, will take quite a bit, but by that time I'll probably, fingers crossed, I'm hoping we'll have got to 13k. There's also a NaNoWriMo write-in happening today at around 7 p.m. my time, and I will be participating in that. I don't know how exactly it works, but I'm excited to find out. And I'm talking about the virtual write-in. I actually thought that talking about the book would result in a longer video, but I guess there is a lot to say about it, about the novel this year, but I don't want to give too much away. And plus, I want to save a little bit of content to discuss in the next few videos. You guys should totally check out other vloggers this year who are doing NaNoWriMo and who I've had the pleasure of interacting with. I'm going to drop a few links down in the description box, and you guys should totally check them out. I think that it's great that so many people are vlogging about NaNoWriMo, and it's amazing to just watch other people talk about their stories and their struggles for this month, and it just kind of keeps you going, and it's inspirational as well. And thank you so much for butting me on the website. I'm so excited to get to know all of you. I hope you guys all have a lovely November 5th, a lovely day 5, and I hope to see you on in the virtual write-in, if that's even possible. I'm not sure how that works, but yeah, I'm excited about that. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Tomorrow or day after, I'll be doing a few more videos, and maybe, depending on the comments I get, I might do a reading from the novel. So yeah. Happy writing, guys!